at the end, I think 2 made it, 2 died. And they said, how did you make it? And the guy said, I focused my mind on everything but what the problem was. Because if your husband or your wife is getting on your nerves, and all you do with your powerful self is dwell on the problems, oh, it is what you see. It is a big, because you're adding to it. And sometimes we have to shift the focus on what we got going on in our own lives and go ahead and try to help somebody else. And what I found out that works real good is that when I can get enough energy to focus on, Jay, your issue or whatever you're going through, I found out God take care of mine. Because I found out when I get my hands on mine, I mess it up. So it's going to take some faith and some peace to be able to trust in the Lord. You know, pastor can't make you do that. You know, pastor, the deacon, the elder, they can't make you do that. That's your own personal relationship that hopefully they're feeding you. So when you hit a spot like that, you got something to lean on. That's what this walk is all about. So I hope I hit every point. Now, I brought these 2 brothers up here because I asked y'all, did y'all know who your wedding party was? I asked y'all if y'all knew me. Only Sister Wanda knew me. And nobody knows probably this brother right here, except for the family over here. And this here, go home, go home, go home, go home, go. This here is, that was a good one. This here, right here, was, is, and will always be my wedding party. I had 2 brothers in the wedding for a purpose, to make sure. Now, that's my beautiful wife over there. We operate as a team, JTC. My kids been out here working. Everybody works in my house. But that's my wife right there, Sherry. 13, almost a half years. And that's my baby. Yeah. Teammate, supporter. She get on my nerves, I get on her nerves. But we all know ain't nobody going nowhere. Somebody say, well, you don't know. Yeah, I do know. I do know. Well, they say, somebody hear that right and say, who you think you are? See, you getting what you say. We stand at the altar and say, I do, and we don't even believe it's going to work. And then we wonder, God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. You should be able to, because you never believed you was going to make it. So we went in with this attitude that if God put this together, we're going to make sure we do our part. We're not going to sit in the back seat and just say, God, do it all. But we have learned to work together, and to, when we hit the bumps, because you're going to hit the bumps, we've learned to understand that we a team, and that we can't forget in the heat of the moment that we are a team. And that their mindset has carried us on to understand that if there's any shooting going on, it has to be coming from the outside. And if there's any shooting going back, you best believe I may have the front of the gun and she may have the back, but we're going to be shooting together. So families are struggling because we don't work together. So now we got to call the pastor for counseling, get ready to get a divorce, and when you really get to the bottom of the Tootsie Roll Pop, that's what I wanted to have for y'all today. We find out the couple hasn't really been engaged in the marriage like they should, making it a priority even over the children. So I had these brothers come up because they were, back then, this was the best man, and you could really call him best man and a half. But they have been there from the beginning because I knew I have the potential to act up. And I needed somebody to say, listen, bro, because you know how we do. I'm grown. Yo, who you think you're talking to? I've been married all these years. I know people have been married for 50 years and miserable. So seniority doesn't mean anything in this. It comes from a day-to-day engagement. And I don't know how people even try to do it without God, but it's a day-to-day engagement to stick it out. And you need men, the sisters, and I have men. I don't have women that I talk to when I have a problem. I don't need that. So for the brothers out there who may be having women that you call up, I'm going to tell you right now, that's a setup. And women need other women that they can talk to, so they can share back and forth. The woman, you don't need the guy on your job. Because I'm going to tell you right now, 99.9% It ain't going to go down like that. And look, I know, see, the kids out there, y'all remember Fatal Attraction? It never works. It never works. It never works. So I'm excited to be here today. If y'all want more information on the JTC, we're going to be doing stuff in Allentown. We're doing stuff in New York. We're doing stuff in Texas. But we're here to serve is what we do. And so we got information that you can come see one of us after this is over, while this is going on. But we're excited to be here. I hope that something was said that it may not be for you, but maybe it's for your brother. Maybe it's for your sister. Maybe it's for your uncle. Somebody that you know that can use some information. We got a website and everything that will help people along the way. And if we don't know it, I'll be the first one to say, I don't know it. I'm going to send you to him or her because somebody knows it. And if we can operate like that from a community standpoint, there's nothing that we can't do. So that's it. This is Lloyd Russ anyway. He's our director of operations for JTC in New York City. This is my brother Ken. We just brothers for life. We still talk. You know, after all these years, me and Ken was roommates together. You know, Ken was out. Y'all probably know he was working at JC Penney. He was probably the no, I shouldn't say that. He was in the cosmetic department, but he was probably he was a straight brother in there. You know, he was straight, because if you didn't know him, you might have think, what's the brother doing in here? Must be something wrong. This is a good brother right here. And so when women say, I don't know no good men, ain't no men out here, oh, I know quite a few. I know quite a few. Don't do that. Don't do that. So thank y'all again. We're going to turn it back over.
Give his brother a hand. A lot of information, a lot of good information. He said some stuff. Said some good stuff. I wrote down a couple good things that he said before I bring my brother on. But he talked about education. We have to be educated. We have to be so mindful of education so we can learn and grow as a community, as a people, as a family, as a generation. We must be educated. But after we're educated, what he talked about, we must be transformed in our mind. I'm not being spiritual, trying to be spiritual, but we must transform our mind to change our mindset, because he said something. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's what I got out of what he said. Nothing changes if nothing changes. So we have to change our mindset. And then when we do change, nothing changes if nothing changes, so we can serve. The brother talked about service. He's serving. He's connecting to the community. But we must change. That's what I got out of it. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Listen, I'm going to bring on another brother here. More information.